I should also mention my control scheme is really weird for this game, so this is not exactly meant for spaceship mode. Because to hold up, to go up on the ship, I have to hold triangle, but to hold down, I have to use the down arrow.
Oh, that's really weird.
Yeah, no, this is just the way I set it up.
Yeah, I would imagine.
Because I was just getting used to classical mode, and I didn't need to worry about flying through space.
They pretty much have everything except for beat-em-ups covered in this game.
Hmm?
They pretty much have everything except for like standard old beat-em-ups covered in this game.
Yeah, well, I got the halfway point. And I think that's all I'm going to get. Nope, made it!
Very nice.
16 deaths. Alright. Okay, enough of that. Yeah, but you can also customize like the length, so however many checkpoints you add into it changes the length of the stage. And it can get really long. Another thing I will point out to people now, this has a story mode. I'm not going to be doing the story mode, but... Oops, that's not the button. But the idea is that it's got like some cutscenes, and one of them is voiced by Kevin Sorbo, like Hercules, or the main guy from Andromeda. So Bob, the guy in the middle there, he's voiced by Kevin Sorbo. So every time I've run through this game and I've screwed up, this one audio clip has been stuck in my head over and over again. And if anyone knows Kevin Sorbo, you'll know exactly what I'm thinking of. But for those who don't, let me just play this here.
Disappointed!
So every time I screw up, in my head, I just scream, disappointed! So I want this to catch on, kind of like, you know how GG caught on? Like the GG! That button?
Yes.
I want this to be the anti-GG. I want this to be like when you screw up, so when you just yell, disappointed!
Oh, it'll be so good.
So anytime I screw up, or like when a run ends, I'm just going to play this clip.
Somebody needs to make a disappointed button webpage. That's the only purpose of the webpage, is just the disappointed button.
I feel like there's got to be a button for that. Like
There's gotta be.
Well, I know if you go to the GG button website, you can get a custom button made. So maybe I should make this a custom button.
You need to, man.
Disappointed!
I just love the way he delivers that. It's so good.
That's classic.
Disappointed!
All right, enough of that. Actual tournament time. Okay, so here's how this is going to work. But that's not the right button. That is. Okay, I got to change my hat back because I got used to my specific look. Hat back to Walter White. There we go. Or Indiana Jones, take your pick. So here's the current leaderboard. That's my current high score, 1.959 million. That puts me in second place. My best level is 122. This is the overall scoreboard, so everyone who has the game has this. Anyone with a symbol next to their number is a developer. So I am in 5th place. And Guns is the guy who was in the chat earlier. He's currently in 1st place in the tournament. CMFL is just a guy who kickstarted the game and is playing it otherwise. And obviously Toothbrush and Pony Studios are the developers. So I need to, at the very least, beat Guns. Optimally, I'd like to break 2 million, because I feel like that'd be a safe point, but I don't know if I can do it. But I'll try. So, here's how this works. Escalation. So now every stage is going to be randomly generated, but it'll go up in difficulty. Meanwhile, the coins that I pick up will enable me to use the 3 powers, AI, Ball, and Slowdown. But every time I use them, they will double in cost, so I have to save them for as long as possible.
Oh, that's clever.
The other thing is, if I use AI, it will actually make me A, lose my combo, and B, lose a life, unless I've already died.
Okay.
So every time I pick up a coin, it'll go up in price, in point value, and if I get them all, I get a perfect. Now in the bottom right, there's a multiplier. This goes up every time I get a perfect, up to ×8, but every 20 stages will let the multiplier go up even more. So after 20 stages, it'll go up to ×12, 16, 20, 24, so on, so on. But if I die, or if I don't get all the gems in a stage, the multiplier resets. So I need to hold on to my multiplier as long as possible, and for as many points possible as I can. So in the later parts of the game, when it gets harder to actually do anything, that's when I need to hold my combo the most. So it's very brutal, but, I mean, it's doable.
Do you have limited lives? I just noticed they added a couple lives to you.
Okay, no. Every 25 gems I pick up, I get a 1-up. You start with 15.
Okay.
So the other end game is to try to get as far as possible with as many lives as possible. So I've got a couple mental checkpoints I always check my score for, hopefully trying to see if I'm having a good run or a bad run. But even then, sometimes some of my worst runs have actually ended up being some of my best, so if that makes any sense.
It's the ones that like kind of start out bad but end up being really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like it starts super simple at first, so I'm just going to take it easy here. You're going to start seeing it being a little more challenging around 20, maybe. Usually when your multiplier increases, that's the same point when the stage difficulty will jump up, and usually when you will mess up.
And does time take a factor into the torment at all?
Not at all.
Okay,
I can go through a stage as fast or as slow as I want.
You could take half an hour to go through stage step by step if you really wanted to.
Yeah, but I'll be honest, a lot of the stages later on, you can't get away with that. You need to almost do it perfectly right off the bat. Otherwise, it's not worth it. You will also see me making a lot of tiny mistakes. That's unfortunately just something that happens. And the chat is yelling, "Disappointed!" Oh, I love you, chat. Oh, that's great.
And so maybe later we could go over like the different kind of, because it looks like there's some kind of block types too, which are interesting.
Yeah, every 5 or 6 stages the background will change.
Okay.
And but they're all kind of similarly themed. Like there's always a fire bar, there's always a up and down spike. There's these blocks that you stand on, they'll fall, or in some random cases, fall up. And there's no way to tell the difference between the two besides them actually falling, so it can throw you off. And that's probably one of the things I hate the most about this game, is that you can have like a really solid run, and then suddenly the block you're standing on you expect to fall down falls up, and you just go shot to space and die.
Yeah, I don't think random elements, I mean, I understand levels randomly generated, but random elements in of itself like that add a whole lot? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like that takes away from the gameplay somewhat.
The fact that everything's randomized? Or
the
just
fact that you have blocks that could randomly fall up or down, like if you can't predict whether those, you know.
Yeah, the only
indicator.
I'm bummed out there's no visual indicator, but like it's like 90% of the time they will fall down, but 10% of the time they'll fall up. Alright, so I hit my first multiply increase, so now I've got a times 12. But if I die, instead of my combo going to times 1, it'll always start at times 2.
Okay.
So it can go up 8 times based on like all the coins I collect. But the gap between each multiplier will increase every time I go through 20 stages. It's weird trying to explain this and try to run through it at the same time.
I'd imagine so.
Because I'll be honest, like whenever I'm playing this game and getting my good runs, I am just like super quiet. And the only time I'll say anything is if I'm about to swear or if I start humming along to the music.
So, like, it's really hard to picture you being really quiet playing a game, because I played games with you, and you always have something going on.
Yeah, but that's the thing. That's when you know I'm actually concentrating, is when I just become, like, awkwardly quiet. So when everyone in the room gets uncomfortable when I'm playing a game, that's when you know I'm playing seriously. So instead of yelling disappointed, they're all going to yell, uncomfortable! Okay, not too bad so far. So now this is the part where you're going to start seeing me maybe miss gems, because they'll have a lot of bug bouncing.
Yeah, and if you miss one with bug bouncing, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, a lot of the gems you only get one chance to pick up, which is kind of sucks. But I mean, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
They've got to make it challenging somehow. It's a 2D platform, and there's only so many ways you can increase difficulty.
Well, we saw earlier there's a ton of different kinds of ways.
Yeah, but here's the funny thing: like you know those dragons that kept popping up?
Yeah.
I've only seen them twice while running through this.
Really?
Yeah, and both times they only showed up when I reached level 100.
Oh wow.
So I mean, there's still like obstacles I have not seen yet. Like the fireballs have not come up at all during any of my runs. Just like generic fireballs being shot at me. Which supposedly this can go as long as you can manage, but there's quick starts for stage 1, stage 50, stage 100, and stage 150. So they basically don't expect anyone to get past 150.
Yeah, or like get past there and stay, reasonable.
For those of you wondering where to get this game, it is not out yet. It comes out Tuesday on PlayStation 3, Wednesday on Steam and Xbox. Uh-oh, hang on, sorry. Wednesday on Steam and Xbox, and I believe Thursday on Wii U. So it's on all the major consoles and PC.
And you know how much the price is going to be?
$10 I know on PS3, so I'm going to assume that's the standard shit. See, that's a problem there, like, because I lost my rhythm, I screwed up.
Yeah.
If you miss a gem, sometimes it's almost worth not going for it, but then there's the multiplier you get associated with it, so it's like you have to gauge whether or not it's worth it.
Oh, the chat is so disappointed in you for dying twice.
Oh, of course. That's going to happen a lot, guys. Get ready to you might as well just copy and paste disappointed at this point. Because it's going to happen a lot.
It's weird for me seeing on this X, I'm like seeing that start scrolling, and it looks like they're all similar name lengths, so it looks like one person spamming. I'm like, no, it's a bunch of different people, okay. That quick panic of, is somebody spamming the chat? No.
No, it's just me encouraging stupidity. It's a good thing this is my own stream, otherwise I'd be getting in trouble.
Well, you know, Patrick does it too, and he doesn't get in that much trouble.
That's true. I need to apply for Twitch partnership or something. Apparently I have the ability to do it, I just haven't done it.
Really?
Like, oh, how often was I streaming? I usually try to go at least once a week or once every 2 weeks for a stream, and usually if it's a week where there's no video, there's probably a live stream.
Oh, definitely.
So
what do you have to do in order to be able to be a Twitch partner?
I looked at the application. I either need to have, I think, constantly 300 or 400 people watching my streams, and have so many page views or something like that, or be a partnered YouTube channel, which means I can apply.
Oh, yeah, you are part of your YouTube channel, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm with GameStation/Polaris. Since they rebranded.
How's that going for them, by the way?
You know what? It seems to be doing okay, and they seem to be doing a lot of interesting things, but they got a lot of flack right off the bat. Oof, sorry. They got a lot of flack right off the bat because they showed publicly that PewDiePie's with them, and I guess most people didn't realize that. So a lot of, like, the PewDiePie-hating crowd were just like, oh, I don't like Polaris.
Yeah, people need to grow and fuck up.
I have no beef with PewDiePie. Like, I don't... Like, that whole... I don't know if you remember the whole rape thing that people were going on about a while ago?
Yeah.
Ah, damn it. Like, that was bad. Yeah, no, I agree that that's not a thing he should be encouraging. But he's clearly figured out something that other people haven't, and he clearly cares about his fans. So, he does do some respectable things, even though, like, the general... the videos are not for me. Like, I've watched some of his stuff, and... Some things I don't like. I liked his Heavy Rain stuff until I, what did he do? It was during the club scene of Heavy Rain, and he started going on about, like, rape, and I was like, nope, done this video.
That's the thing that gets me, though, is he gets, like, in really good long stretches of being a great LPer, and then every now and then he'll just get on, like, one little tiny rant, and it's... yeah, I'm the same way. I'm done for so long.
And he just has the ability to just rub people the wrong way, which makes me sad, because I've heard from people who've actually met him that he's super nice. He's not that much of a gamer, admittedly, but I don't know. He seems like he'd be a cool guy to at least chat with.
Yeah. It's just a shame that he just rubs so many people the wrong way and can go off like that.
Yeah. I mean, but then again, I can't say much. Like, there's a lot of people who hate me for various reasons, and some of them are valid, some of them aren't, so what are you going to do? Shit.
Yeah. Of course, I remember the first time, oh man, it was years and years and years ago on some forums. Somebody was, I can't remember if you remember this, a bunch of people getting your case for cursing a whole lot in your videos because you didn't used to.
What, me?
Yeah. You had a couple of videos where you just weren't cursing a whole lot, and I guess you got a whole bunch of fans.
Mm.
And somebody had gone off in a couple of different forums, and I couldn't figure it out because people were, like, just super pissed off that you started cursing again.
I thought that was Chugga, not me. Because, like, I probably swear at least once a video. Although...
Oh, easily. Oh, this was, though, like, 4 years ago.
Okay, well, fair enough. Then that would have been during... Okay, here's the thing. Cursing, for me, almost directly associated to difficulty. Or in a lot of cases, when I just make a stupid mistake.
Yeah.
So in the case of Cloudberry, I've been swearing a lot while playing it. There was one point yesterday I started swearing so much, I'm like, okay, I have to take a break. I stopped playing the game and then just went outside for like the rest of the day. And then Guns passed me on the scoreboard, so now I regret my decision completely.
Clearly you would have beaten him had you not decided the outside was better than the indoors.
I know. What a human being to think that going outside is a good idea. And going to a convention of all things. God, what is wrong with me? Uh-oh. Oh.
Speaking of outside,
Damn it!
And
Yep.
how's the flooding up there?
The flooding, at least, damn it, water-wise is done. At least I don't know how High River is still, but directly in City of Calgary area, we're fine. Like, there's still cleanup. Our mayor, Nenshi, pulled off a miracle, man. He got a bunch of volunteers together. Damn it. I did that death on purpose, in case anyone's wondering. He got a bunch of volunteers together to help clean up our main Saddle Dome area, because our main... I need to stop for a sec. We had our annual event, the Calgary Stampede, coming up a week after the flooding. Mm-hmm. But the entire Saddle Dome grounds were flooded. So in the span of like a week, everyone got it organized, and they cleaned it up. And it ran crazily smooth. Like, it's impressive how well they pulled that off.
Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah. But there's a town called, I believe, High River, which, you know, kind of foreshadowing right there in the name.
A little bit.
Yeah, but they got decimated. Like, apparently, like, no one has a house intact in that town. That's how bad it was.
That's horrible.
And meanwhile, while all this flooding was going on, I was in Texas at SGC, so all I saw was my Twitter feed being lit up. My parents texting me, like, is your house okay? My sister, who's like half an hour away from me, is like, yeah, things are pretty bad here. You're probably going to have to deal with a bunch of stuff when you get back. And it's like, great. What was really weird, too, was there was a train that the bridge it was driving over started breaking. And this was when I was back in town. Uh-oh. This is when I was back in town, so I was asleep at the time. But my sister calls me in a panic. It's like, are you evacuated? I'm like, what? Are you evacuated? I'm sleeping. What's going on? Oh, okay, then I guess you're fine. But no, about like half a kilometer away from you, there's a train full of like petroleum products threatening to explode and fall into a river. I was like, oh,
lovely.
Cool. Thanks, sis. That's what I wanted to wake up to this morning. But no, it's because my dad messaged my sister to see if I was all right, but didn't message me for some reason, which was really weird.
It is strange.
Oh, okay. This is not gonna go well. I think I'm gonna take the miss. No, I don't want to use an item yet. All right, let's use it. Let's use an AI and see what I'm doing wrong. No, I'm just not going fast enough.
Yeah, I just gotta, not slow down. Oh, for the record, for that, I was looking on that last level. Yeah, there is nothing at all to indicate whether the box is going to go up or down, is there? Like, I was trying to maybe see if their eyes are looking up or down.
See, I thought that too, but no, none at all. Ah, come on! And I finally had it right, too. There we go. That's the ticket.
Oh, great. Now the chat's disappointed at you for using an item and for dying.
Chat, you might as well just make every comment say disappointed at this rate, because you're going to be here for a while. Okay, so I've broken 1 million. So I'm halfway there, score-wise, but definitely not stage-wise. I think this run's going to end at 1.62. That's my guess right now. I'm going to keep trying anyways.
That's the question. When does the run end? When you run out of lives?
When I run out of lives, yeah.
Okay. I mean, you still have 36 lives. That's not bad.
Is that how many lives I have left still? Okay, that's not bad, but I mean... Yeah. I gotta be careful too. Like, okay, now watch what I'm doing here. Watch what I'm doing with my character. There's a safe spot on all spikes, but it's so tiny and so precise, you have to be crazy careful.
That looks like it.
Oh, what the?
That one of that double spike.
I didn't even see the spike I totally just ran into. That was brilliant. That was a disappointed right there. And so was that. No, that one wasn't, though. I've also got this bad tendency to make ridiculous jumps, and then kind of that screws me over in the long run. But I mean,
that one of those seconds, like, oh, I make a huge jump, and then you pause, and
yeah, and then the timing on the blocks, and because usually I'll just try to find the shit. Okay, slow down, John. Usually I have to try to find the rhythm of a stage and then just go through it that way, but sometimes you don't have that luxury. Okay, and this is going to try to push me off if I do that. Got it!
Yeah, you're up to 1,700 viewers and 900 in the chat.
Damn, that is ridiculous, guys. Thanks for tuning in to watch me be bad at video games. Because that's usually what you tune in for on my channel.
Either that or you'd be really good at bad video games.
That too. Oh, man. So I'm so pissed off. I did the recording for Superman,
Yeah.
but the footage glitched. I was so pissed off because it was so funny. Like, the glitches in this next video are fucking hilarious. Which is why I'm so excited to... Shit! Why I'm so excited to, when this tournament's done and I can focus again, re-record it and figure out what's wrong with it. Because this is probably the best stage for glitches, and probably will be for the rest of the run. Which makes me sad, but...
Yeah, but I mean, you're almost there.
Yeah. And I'm trying to get... Oh, God, that went south. And I'm trying to get a little bit faster with them. Like, I've already got the in-flight movie for the next ring stage recorded. So that's good to go, too. It's just a case of sitting down, A, figuring out what's glitching my footage, and B, fixing it. Because it seems to be... I don't know if it's with my capture cards or with my computer, because I have the... Uh-oh.
Did you change your recording computer? Or is it still your old one?
Well, it's the one I stream on. But, like, I'm having an issue with my... Shit. That's going to be happening a lot mid-sentence. I'm having a problem with my capture card. Like, when I usually stream, and you know that. Like, but last time I streamed, I kept getting this crackling noise from, like, anything that was using just the RCA hookups. And it's coming through on my recordings now as well. But that wasn't...
the capture card you brought with you to PAX East?
No.
Okay,
Because that one doesn't... That one doesn't work on my Windows 7 computer.
Yeah, but that one was having some issues there too, I remember.
Yeah.
Audio.
Yeah, so it's oddly enough, it's having the exact same issue.
That is really strange. I don't know what would be causing that.
I feel like an Asian father. I am disappointed. Uh-oh. Oh, crap. I might just have to sacrifice on that one. Yeah, I'm going to kill myself. For those of you wondering, it's almost better to try to get all the gems, because then you get the combo multiplier. Oh, fucking hell! Because if you go through the stage without getting all the gems, you lose your combo anyways. But at certain points, if it's a stage that you cannot get through, or you had like a hard time going through, then I just recommend just going. Just ignore the gem. Take the hit on not getting the bonus points. It's a small difference, but it can help.
This is definitely a stage with rhythm.
Uh-oh, in trouble, in trouble. I lost my syncing. Yep, lost my sync. No, oh shit, I'm gonna have to wait on this one then. No. Oh no, made it. Look at that. But I lost the gem, so I think I'm just gonna accept losing the gem on this one. Or not. Okay. Oh, what?
Oh, that was bullshit.
Yeah. Now that one, not so much. That was just me being bad. Oh! I think I've walled. Another thing I've been saying whenever I screw up is like I've hit a wall whenever I get to a stage I keep screwing up on multiple times.
Yeah.
And, oh, that was just bad right there. Screw it. I'm gonna ball. I'm in a bad spot here. Actually, no, I'm gonna AI. Oh, how does he fucking clear that? God damn it. Alright.
Admittedly, I was mildly disappointed to find out the AI is not, in fact, the robot character it is in the menu.
Hmm? Oh, yeah, no, I kind of wish it was, too. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so he pauses for a second when he starts. Oh, no. I lost too much traction on that bottom part. And I didn't even pay attention to my own advice. Okay, pause for a second. No, but I paused on that. I think I'm in trouble.
Yeah.
Alright, one more try, and if I screw that up, I'm just going to use slow motion. And, of course, the one time.
There you go.
And... nope. Thought I had more time on that. See, this is the point. This is where it kind of make or break on your combo, because it just starts getting so hectic that you can't even hold on to a combo. Hit! No. And when the spikes are at mid-level, you can land on them, but not when they go up all the way. So you've also got to time that just right. Oh, that's just going to look stupid when they catch up to the stream.
Oh.
Yeah, that happens a lot. That happens a lot too, and that makes me sad. That's the true point of disappointed right there. Actually, no, there is a worse thing than that screw-up I just made, and I hope it doesn't happen during any of these runs, but you will probably see it at some point.
Is it walking off the first platform, just not jumping at all?
No. Thank God that's not it. It's getting through the entire stage, then missing the final jump.
Oh, yeah, that's just sad.
And the worst part is, like, some of the jumps are so precise that you have no choice. Like, you have to nail it by, like, a pixel. And it always pisses me off, because it always feels like I've made the jump correctly, and then when I just see myself fall to my doom, it's like, oh, really? That's not what I need in my life right now.
So I'm thinking you're getting closer and closer to being very right about your 1.6.
I'm not going to make 1.6. I'm going to make 1.4. Because I don't have enough lives, and I'm getting close to 100.
Yeah, and it's full of some sort of crazy miracle.
Well, if I start going awkwardly quiet, you know why.
Well, yeah, you're concentrating, which is you need to be concentrating.
Uh-oh, missed that jump. The only one good thing, if you get all the gems and you get the perfect bonus, if you die, you don't get what points you get from collecting the gems, but you get the perfect bonus.
Oh, that's cool.
So you do get some points, and that's why in some cases it's even beneficial to just sacrifice play on some of these jumps. I'm not going back for that. I don't even think I can make a jump back for that. I'll just accept my loss and move on.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. This is going to be a fun one. Oh, I almost had it.
You got a life out of it, though.
Yeah, well, most of the times you get stuck in like a death loop, you'll at least gain some lives, but not always enough. There's no stage that has 25 gems in it, I don't believe. So you don't really break it even. If there was a stage where you could just grind out lives, I feel like this competition would be super broken.
I think they did that on purpose, though, because we saw when you're in the practice, doing the practice stuff, you can't get 27 gems in a level, so...
Oh, that's a good point. I didn't even remember that. I wonder if there's a point where you can do that. I also feel like that kind of ruins the spirit of the competition, but at the same time, that would get you...
Yeah. I think they might have geared the competition so you can't, though, because I haven't seen any checkpoints, and I think you need a checkpoint.
Oh, right, no. There's no checkpoints in any of the stages.
Yeah, so I think you need that checkpoint in order to get the 27 gems. And holy lasers, Batman.
Yeah. No, that's a tame laser stage, believe it or not.
Yeah.
Alright, this is the point where I'm going to start using items religiously.
So, Chad, I'm just going to point out to you that, yeah, he pointed out 1.4, but he has to clear 1.4 to get to 1.5, because the chat just kept pointing out that you had already 1.4.
I beat my what I said I was going to get, but I need to get 2 million. So, yeah. I'm not going to be doing it this run.
No.
Alright, so there's an up block on this one, so I have to be careful.
There's 2 up blocks, isn't there? Yeah.
Were there 2? I wasn't on
Yeah, he jumps up the end one.
Oh, no. Yeah, you're right. I didn't even notice the end one. Okay, wait a second. Now go. No, that did that wrong. I hate the up ones. The momentum for them is the one part that I don't like, because you can never gauge it right. Slowdown activated.
And it looks like the AI was using the momentum from the up ones to make some of the jumps.
Yeah, and that's the problem is, like, I don't get to use the up blocks enough because they're rare, so I haven't adjusted to them. So I can't always get the up momentum correct. I can when I'm using... Nope, even in